Hardhik. My topic is about email and etiquette. Emails are essential tool in professional communication and crafting a clear, polite, and effective email ensure your message is understood and conveys professionalism. Uh, Mastering an email etiquette is key to professional success. So follow these tips to communicate effectively. In an email, some key points are very important to mention, like the subject line CC, BCC, and the greeting, clear and concise body, and the ending, so the closing in an email, it should be very clear and it should have a clear format. To achieve this, we need to follow some tips and tricks. Today, in this video, I'm going to say those tips. Like in subject line is the like a headline. It grabs attention and sets expectations. Always keep it clear and specific. The email subject line is brief summary that helps the recipient to understand the purpose of the email. So the subject line should be like very concise, clear, relevant, and sometimes indicate urgency or importance. Like if you need something like to grab his attention, we need to send him that it is an emergency message. So, like example, like team meeting agenda for December 5th, or following up on last discussions, or deadlines like that. Avoid mistakes like using all caps. It looks weird when you use all caps in a subject line, and generic phrases, or cramming details into subject line. Tailoring a subject line to audience and using relevant keywords increase engagement to whom you're sending the mail. And a strong subject line improves email open rates and response time, overall communication efficiency. Second one is about greetings. Greetings are set the tone for email and create positive first impression. Like if you greet them nicely, they'll start with a positive note to read your email. So choosing a greet based on a recipient and context, such as formal dear or with the name, or if you are sending it to your higher officials like your professor or your manager, like that, use their last name. If you are sending it to your friend, use their first name, or else the name which you call them. It makes more adequate to them. So avoid overly casual phrases in professional settings like hey, hi, like that. Use generic greetings like to whom it may concern, only if the recipient is unknown. Include recipient names whenever possible to the personalization. If you are sending it to a company, then send it like to recruiting team, or else team, like that. If you are sending to a specific person, be specific to mention their name in the greeting. So next important thing in email is clear and concise body. The body should include the purpose of your email, the main details, and call to action, all in a simple format. The email body should deliver the message clear and efficiently without unnecessary details. Start with a polite greeting and briefly introduce the purpose of your email. Like you should tell the purpose of your email in the first two lines. Use short paragraphs and bullet points to organize formatting. And formatting and concise in a body is very important. Try to maintain left alignment always. It looks very good, and always use very minimal font and formattings. Start with a polite greeting and be direct and be polite. Avoid overly formal and complicated language. Include any necessary details like dates, times, actions, requirements. Ensure they are easy to spot. And end with a clear call to action or next steps, followed by a polite closing. And profit for errors to ensure professionalism and readability. Let me show some examples.
Hello. In this WebEx content, I'm going to share some email format examples. In this email, it is very informal, and it doesn't have the specific things like a clear subject line and clear closing like that. If we want to rewrite this email and we want to correct that, we can rewrite this into this. In this, it has the subject line and the clear body and concise body, and it has a proper closing in this mail. And in this mail, the subject is unclear and it is misleading, like it shows urgent, but it doesn't shows why that urgent is. uh, it is like misleading the recipient about this email. And if we can rewrite this mail, we can write up like follow up on marketing project updates, like we need it as urgent, in emergency like that. And in this mail, uh, the body was very long, and it was unstructured. When we are writing an email, it is very important to have a clear and concise body. uh, we will rewrite this like after rewriting this, we have a clear and concise body. uh, the example that we can see here, like we have the clear subject line and the email body is very little and very on point, and it also has a proper closing. And tone, when we are as I have discussed later before, I have discussed about the tone, proper tone. In this mail there is no tone, like hey, you did not send me the files I asked for, I've been waiting for hours, please send them as soon as possible. Using shortcuts and and it is very informal. So we need to be formal when we are writing an email to somebody. We can rewrite this, and the rewritten mail was like this. Uh, we have clear subject line, and we have greeting and concise body, clear and concise body, and we have a great closing in this. Thank you.
After clear, concise body, proper formatting is also very important in email. Proper formatting makes your email easy to read. Use short paragraph, bullet points, and left alignment and polite language. Uh, and also ensure you're using proper attachments when you're sending an email. When you're using an attachment, always double check the attachment that you're sending it, and name the files appropriate to understand what you're sending. Like use a project report, like that. And after that, use proper closing. Closing should end your email with professional sign off like best regards, followed by your name and your contact information. uh, and this is about email and etiquette. Thank you. This video we are going to on writing an email. We have here Sriman and Rahul. They are going to give their insights. Hello, Sriman. Hello, Rahul. Tell me about how to write an email and what we should not do when we are writing an email. Okay, Rahul.
So, Rahul. So we have to use. There are some major points to use in the email. So we have to use a subject line and start with a proper greetings. So the point is, we have to use the subject line very clear. So they have to understand the main point in that point itself. So request for the meeting on some project about that. And in the main part of the email, we have to greet the person who we are writing the email, and we have to start with a proper greeting. And Sriman, you have anything to tell about?
I have few things to tell. So, to keep the email concise and focused, so we need to do email should be short and to the point, and also state the purpose of your message early on the subject thing and avoid adding unnecessary details, any unnecessary thing. So people are more likely to respond if your email is easy to read and also easy to understand. So always use professional language and tone. So always maintain a polite and professional tone. So to avoid using slang, emojis, or overly casual phrases unless the situation calls for it. So next, one more thing is proofread before sending. So which is the typos or and grammatical errors can undermine your professionalism. So take a moment and to read your email aloud before hitting send. So this is to ensure it's error free and communicates your message clearly. So thank you.
Yeah.
Hardhik, can you please tell us about the intention of the email, how we should write, so where should we start?
Yeah. Yes, Rahul. When we are writing an email, we need to follow the alignments.
Yeah.
The alignment should be always on the left side, and we should use very minimalistic format to when we are writing an email. Like we should only use a single font, and the font size should be equal for every letters. And when we are writing an email, we need to check that we are giving a proper greeting to whom we are sending, to the recipient. If the recipient is, unless he is close, we need to respect him very good. Actually, the greeting is the first impression when we are sending an email, right?
Yeah.
So we should greet him nicely. If you are sending it to your professor, you need to use their last name. So Professor Bell or Professor Boson, like that. If I am supposed to send you, you're close to me, right? So I can send, hey, hi Rahul, hello Rahul. I can send you like that.
Yeah.
I can use your first name because I know you very well,
Yeah.
even before. But professors doesn't know about us. So when we are writing to them, it is preferable to to use their last name and professor. And when you are ending an email, we need to write our name.
Yeah.
And when we are writing our name, when we are closing the email, we need to send that best regards from, or else best regards from Hardhik Kamatham. My name is Hardhik Kamatham, right? So we need to send it as Hardhik Kamatham. If I don't know, or the recipient doesn't know me, then I need to let him know who I am. So I need to keep the full name of mine. If Rahul is close or Sriman is close to me, then I can send Hardhik.
Yeah.
Hardhik is just fine because I know you, you know me, like that. Yeah.
So Sriman and Hardhik, so can you please tell us about some don'ts? So what we should not do in
Yeah.
writing an email?
I have few things which are don'ts. So always don't attach any unnecessary files, or also don't use any ambiguous language, and also don't overcomplicate your email. So that will be always the email should be in a simple manner and in a professional way.
So can we
that's my point.
attach any images to the email?
If necessary, you can do that.
Okay.
If the situation demands, so you need to attach some images, so that can be good.
Yeah, I want to add to Sriman. We can attach images, but we need to check that they are necessary to the email that we are sending. If it should be relevant to the subject that we are sending, and
Yeah.
and we don't want to be very casual when we are writing an email. It should be
Yeah.
very professional.
Yes.
And we need to recheck the attachment when we are sending. Recheck and twice we are sending, and when we are sending an attachment, we need to send the proper attachment to the email, right? So we need to recheck
Yeah.
the attachment when we are
Yes.
going to send an email. And
So for this video, how you are concluding this video?
and I would like to add a few points also. When we are when we send an email, we need to have a reply, right? So the reply mail we need the recipient to reply as back. We need to wait for some time.
Yeah.
It should be at most from 24 hours to 40 hours. We need to give them time. If unless it is very urgent,
we need to give some time to them to reply back.
Yeah.
And if they don't reply back in 40 to 48 hours to 24 hours, then we can tell them that we send a mail to you
Yeah.
regarding this, and we are hoping a reply like that. After we need to give them some time. Maybe they are busy, or it may be a weekend, or it may be a holiday,
Yeah.
like that, right? So we need to give them time. And when we are sending a mail for their reply, we should not copy the entire mail that we sent them previously. If I am sending a Sriman to come for a project meeting, and he doesn't reply because he's busy for some reason, then I need to tell him, Sriman, I've sent you a mail regarding the project meeting, but you did not reply me. Please just see the message and see the scheduled timing and reply me back as soon as possible. I can send like that, but I should not resend the message that I've sent him the earlier before asking him to reply back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And anything you guys want to?
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah. Thank you.